I'm Candy Leonard, and I'm at the second annual SomerStreets celebration, and we're up on Highland Avenue. The street is closed today from Cedar Street all the way down to Walnut Street. It's a nice big strip of Highland Avenue where people are on bicycles, lots of people walking their dogs. Basically, it's turned into a pedestrian mall, a place to walk around, see interesting craft vendors, food vendors, some nonprofit organizations. And it's a really nice event, and there'll be several more SomerStreets events this season and into the fall. There's one on August 21st up at Alewife Brook Parkway on Route 16. There'll be another one on September 10th on the Mystic River. And there'll be one on October 23rd, the Fall Festival, where Somerville Ave will be closed from Union Square to Porter Square. So that's also will be an event to look forward to, where you can leave the car at home, get on the bike in the middle of Somerville Ave, walk your dog. Kids can play in the middle of the street. There'll be activities for kids.
Right there.
Yeah, that's really cool, isn't it?
But are you here in an official capacity with the bicycle committee?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, we're with the bike committee, and we're putting together a critical mass ride, and it's just with a bunch of kids riding down to Davis and back.
Okay,
Yeah.
so critical mass. What's the concept behind that?
Families going for a bike ride together, all as a group.
Okay, so tell me about your vehicle here, this bicycle here.
It's just a bicycle that gives me room in the front for Fraser.
I can ask you the same
Yeah.
question. I got
That's
a
it.
very
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so this going to go down. Everybody's going to ride down to Davis.
We're going to ride down to Davis because the street's closed for SomerStreets, and then we're going to go onto the bike path, turn around just before Davis, and then head back.
Sounds good. Sounds like fun, and it's a hot day, so everybody's drinking lots of water. Hopefully.
Drinking lots of water. The Cambridge Health Alliance has a water stop for us, and we'll be back probably in an hour or so.
Okay.
Very good.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, so we're talking with Mayor Joe in front of City Hall, the high school up on Highland Ave, and we're going to ask him a little about SomerStreets and where the idea came from and what do you hope to accomplish with it.
Well, today's a great day. We have great weather. Some of that oppressive heat has calmed down, and I actually just got back from vacation today. I came there through a great day in the city and to see all these people in Somerville out taking ownership of their neighborhood and their street. And really, the idea came out of our pursuit of meeting our goals and tenets of shape up Somerville. Getting out, playing hard, and we wanted to create opportunities for people to get out and be active, whether it's walking, engaging in some recreational activity, running, and really enjoying life in the city.
All right, so how do you feel about the turnout today?
It's a great turnout. It's this SomerStreets on Highland Avenue, our second one this season, stretches from Walnut Street down to Cedar Street, and we have centers of kids and recreation activity like this one.
Right.
And there's a lot of people out doing all kinds of stuff, getting out there and playing hard.
Right, and there's a couple more coming up, and this is the second year that you've been doing this.
Yes.
And there's one coming up at the end of August, August 21st on Alewife Brook Parkway.
Sure, down on Route 16. We're excited for that one.
And another one on September 10th on the Mystic River.
Right.
And October 23rd, Fall Festival. So are these going to continue all through the winter as well? Or?
Well, we'll start as this right now. It stretches from the spring, summer through the fall, not into the winter season. But we're looking to do more activities, no matter what the seasons are. Whether it's skating or winter activities, just to get people out again, playing hard, enjoying life,
And
being more active, meeting their neighbors
Leaving
again.
the car at home.
Right. So there are health benefits, there are social benefits. We get to connect as a community. I mean, there's no place like Somerville. Somerville rocks.
It absolutely does. And thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Enjoy. Take care.
How's it going? I'm Chris from Shakespeare Rides. I just want to say thank you to City of Somerville for SomerStreets 2011. It's a cool event shut down Highland Avenue, so we could all come out here and enjoy tons of awesome vendors, great tunes, great food, and a great time. Thank you again, City of Somerville.
You like being here today at SomerStreets? Good? What's your favorite part? Banging on the drum?
What's your name?
My name's Todd Easton.
Todd Easton, and you're out today on Highland Ave for SomerStreets, and I see you wearing your I Love Somerville t-shirt. What do you love about Somerville?
Oh, it's a fantastic place to live. It's a big city with a small town feel, so that's what I really enjoy about it. Things like this happening, getting to know your neighbors, getting out and about. It's a city of 75,000 people, and I almost feel like I know everybody. I can't go anywhere without running into somebody I know. So,
how long have you lived here?
9 years.
Do you have kids?
I have 3 kids. I have a 9-year-old right there, almost 4-year-old right there, and there's my 6-year-old coming back with my wife. So we're all here today taking advantage of the open streets on Highland Ave, which that doesn't happen that often. So we're enjoying ourselves.
All right, thanks a lot.
Sure, no problem.
Have a good day.
See ya.
Hi, my name's Raj. I'm a local graphic designer here in Somerville, and I create these prints that resemble fictional subway maps. And I have edition prints and cards, as well as custom ones that I make for people that map out like basically important points in their life. They give me the points, and I create a composition based on those locations that's looks like an interesting composition and resembles a subway map. And I also illustrated a children's book recently.
And I see you have no pedals on your bike. Can you tell me about that?
Because it's a balance bike and I'm learning how to kind of push myself off on the balance bike.
So Mom, that's instead of training wheels?
Instead of training wheels, she learns to balance the bike and then she'll be able to pedal it.
So training wheels are out? Is it no longer? Because I don't know, my kids are grown, so when I was parenting, when teaching my kids, we still use training wheels, but that's no longer the technique.
Supposedly, if they learn to balance first, that's the hard part.
No, it makes sense.
Then, this way they can focus on the balance and then try pedals.
She looks like she's having a good time, getting some exercise, getting out here. That's great. All right, we're talking with Claire. She is an intern at Arts at the Armory, the beautiful armory on Highland Ave that's been converted to an arts center. So what is your role there as an intern? What do you do?
I do a lot of the marketing and PR for the Armory, but we also, of course, help with events and plan things and work in the cafe as well.
So what is your, as an intern, what is your goal in terms of, you're still in school? And
Yes.
So what do you want to do when you finish school?
I'm not sure yet.
Would you like to be involved with an organization such as?
Possibly, yeah. I've been learning a lot working here, so it's been a good experience.
Okay. and
Yeah.
so what's your goal here today? Just to promote the Armory?
We're promoting the Armory, signing people up, getting them on the newsletter, and we have tie-dyes, so we have shirts, and basically just getting the word out, getting people to come in and look at the space and see that it's a great place to come.
Okay, well, thank you.
Sure, thank you.
All right, we are talking with Chris of Cambridge Family and Children's Services, and tell us about your organization.
We're a multi-service organization that resides out of East Cambridge. Right now we're down here today recruiting for intensive foster care parents to service children from 0 to 18 who have specialized needs who come from the Department of Children and Family Services.
So there's a need for that.
There's a very huge need for that, and we're trying to recruit in areas that we don't normally get foster homes from, Somerville being one of them. And we're out here today kind of promoting what we do and trying to dispel some of the myths of foster care and why people do it.
What are those myths? Give me a couple of them.
People will only do foster care if they want it for the money, that they abuse the kids when they have them, that the kids that come in are horrific, will tear your house apart, etc., etc. And it's not the case at all. We just have a lot of children who families might be going through some hard times who need another family setting where they can live and still get the needs that they need and the love and support that they require, and hopefully still grow in the same kind of appropriate rate that a normal child would, and hopefully we can do that.
Okay, we're talking with Melly, who is the head coach at Somerville High School, and Rich from Gentle Giant, and they have an interesting collaboration going that they're going to tell us about.
Okay, I am with Gentle Giant Rowing. We were started 10 years ago. It's our 10th anniversary through a fund with Gentle Giant Movers. Larry O'Toole's a fantastic guy, and he's a rower. He still rows now and competes, and he helped us start Gentle Giant Rowing. We are a community organization. We work with the community, with one being Somerville High School. We also work with Malden High School, and I guess we're working on a position with Everett High School as well to do rowing programs with them. We do a community challenge every year to get people down to the river, the Mystic and Malden rivers. We do a learn to row. So every month we have new people signing up and learning how to row. A sport that it has an unfortunate elitist reputation, but we're breaking the barriers. It's definitely coming down.
Okay, why do you think it has that reputation?
Well, you think of the think of rowing, you think of Harvard, Yale, and just a lot of wealthy people involved in the sport, and the walls are coming down. There are more community rowing programs, and Gentle Giant has grown, the rowing club has grown dramatically, and the exposure to the community has been fantastic. The response from the cities has always been positive with our rowing programs.
That's great. So, so you're involved now at Somerville High School, and you sponsor their team, is that?
Yes.
Okay, and how long has that been going on?
8 years.
Okay, so you want to tell us a little bit about the Somerville High School rowing and...
I inherited the Somerville High School team. We're a growing program. Right now there's 15 rowers on the squad, and that's all the varsity rowers, and we're anticipating getting around 15 novice rowers in the spring, and that will grow the team to be around 30 rowers, and we row both 4- and 8-man shells. And actually this is half the varsity squad right here. There's a bunch of the kids from this past spring. Tanya was varsity coxswain, and we've got a mix of the novice and varsity rowers from this past spring standing here. And we actually have rowers who row during the summer for more than just our team. Curtis, raise your hand. So we've got kids who are going beyond just our program. It's a fantastic sport. I've been involved in the sport for 10 years now. I started rowing when I was 14, when I was in high school, did it all the way through college, and I can't imagine not coaching and working with high school kids now so that they have the same experience as I had.
So rowing now is becoming...
Rowing is a lifestyle.
Up to everybody.
Yeah.
Say more about that.
Rowing is a lifestyle. It's not a hobby. I'm in school right now, and all of my classmates are a little confused when I say I get up at 5 every day, and I'm on the river, and I'm at school by 8 a.m. because I've already gotten off the river, already done coaching, already done my own workout, and it's a lifelong thing. When I was in high school, I was on a pretty big team, and of the 9 girls who graduated from high school with me, of the 9 of us, 6 of us have actually become coaches now.
And that's actually very common. There were the founders of Gentle Giant Rowing, Al Gahant and Gracio Garcia, were rowers at Northeastern University. on their varsity squad, and they've rowed with them with the alumni boat at Northeastern the last 2 years in the head of the Charles, and they were in the boat that placed first in that race. So it's the rowers that are dedicated to the sport. It's amazing. Once you get hooked, you get hooked, and she's right. Melly's right. It does become a lifestyle.
Well, that's great, and it's wonderful that Gentle Giant can make it possible for young people of Somerville to engage in that lifestyle and that healthy rowing out on the river. That's wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
About your sauces.
We make a line of all-natural, gluten-free sauces. Everything's made by hand down in Dartmouth. It's myself and my wife run the company. We make a line of 2 barbecue sauces, 2 sweet spicy red pepper sauces, honey lavender sage vinaigrette, and a sweet onion blueberry jam. They use like a chutney or relish.
How long have you been doing this?
We started last March, so
Really?
it's been a year and a half.
Kind of a new enterprise.
Yep.
How's it going?
Very good. We are now in 23 different stores locally here in Boston, in Somerville, in the surrounding areas. And we also sell online, and we do 15 different markets.
So how did all this start? You were doing it kind of on your own and you decided to go for it, or how did it happen?
I've been a professional chef for the last 20 years.
Okay.
Wanted to do something for ourselves, not having the capital to start our own restaurant. We decided to do something and kind of work backwards, I guess, into the possibility of getting into our own restaurant, kind of building the brand around some of our favorite foods and things we like to do, which is barbecue and kind of more simple food prepared well, I guess is the best way to put it.
And are you still working as a chef?
I am not currently. I actually was laid off over the winter, and at that
Gave
point,
you more time to do that?
Yeah, at that time we kind of went full force with the sauces. We've added 2 new flavors in since then, and actually have another 2 that are in the works right now that should be out come fall. And it's helped us expand and get into more stores, put a little more focus on the business.
So you said that you do the farmers market in Davis Square on Wednesdays and Union Square on Saturdays?
Correct. The Saturday Union Square one, we do. We're more of a fill-in vendor for that one. We didn't get in as a full-time vendor, but we've been out 2 or 3 times already this summer over there. The Davis Square we do every Wednesday. We actually share a tent with Taza Chocolates, who's based here in Somerville. And then over this past winter, we did the Snow Mall here at the Arts at the Armory, and did some of the winter farmers markets here at the Armory also.
So what's your goal for the business? What's your best case scenario? What would you like to see happen?
The goal is to get our product line up to 12 items, to continue the growth, to get into more of the local Whole Foods markets and expand on that and get to the point where we actually, instead of working out of a shared use facility, have our own manufacturing facility where we make everything right there. Not that we don't make everything by hand ourselves, but to actually have it our own facility.
So it sounds like you kind of want to outgrow your space.
Exactly. And then we're actually working right now on doing some co-packing for some local restaurants, of developing some products for them, and kind of continue to grow what we've done, and then the possibility of opening up whether a cafe, bistro, I won't say fine dining barbecue, but something that's not quite the smokehouse, but not white tablecloth. We want to go something kind of in the middle there, eventually with what we do. So.
All right. Well, now if your website is burnandlovesauces.com.
Yep.
Is that from the Elvis Presley song?
No, the Burn and Love actually is my wife and myself is where the Burn and Love came from. It was a combination of not only the 2 of us, but also the kind of the explanation of why we enjoy food and cook food, and kind of the burning of the cooking and the love for why we do it, and the fact that we get to do it together and all of that.
Well, it's a great name, it works, and it's a great logo,
Well,
and I wish you a lot of luck.
Well, thank you so much.
Take care.
All right.
Who am I speaking with?
My name's Chris Joyce. I'm a physical therapist, and the Cambridge Health Alliance down in Assembly Square, and we're here representing sports medicine.
Okay, and I see you have a handout here about flexibility.
Yeah, we actually have a bunch of different handouts: flexibility, concussion syndromes, ACL repair, meniscus. We're trying to prevent these injuries from happening, and one of the main contributing factors is dehydration. So we have our little water tent set up here, and we're making sure people stay hydrated, keep those muscles. And we have a little trivia question right there: how many muscles do you have in the body? Do you know?
I don't know.
Over 650 muscles, almost 800 in some people. It varies a little bit. So it's important that we keep these muscles nice and
How come
hydrated.
some people have more muscles than others?
Well, if you really want to know, it's kind of like it's an evolving science, because every time we do dissections, we find different muscles. We find that muscles that we thought were individual are actually part of other muscles.
Really?
So yeah, it's a little bit interesting.
Fascinating. I never knew that.
Different. I mean, I'm not positive, but I think there's a discrepancy between genders as well. I think women and men have different amounts of muscles, and
makes
certainly
sense.
muscles in different places.
Huh. So you were saying that being dehydrated contributes to these types of injuries
Absolutely,
that you were talking about?
absolutely, 100%. Think about what happens. Your muscles just kind of lose elasticity as you lose water, because muscles, water is so vital. I think 80% of the body is made up of water, something like that.
yeah.
So if we start losing that water, then our muscles become tight, we get tired, our motions decrease, and then we get muscle tears. So.
That's very interesting. So you're here with some nice cold water
Yep.
today.
Yep.
And some good information for people.
Sure.
And thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
They say going to pieces is all but gonna stay.
Ready?
I'm riding my bike through the SomerStreets parade, and I'm going to be in the bike parade today.